dear students, myself Gangadhar Solanke, and I welcome you all to the MCGM's virtual classroom. My dear students, today in geography, we'll be learning the topic structure of ocean floor. In geography, till today, we learnt about local time and standard time, interior of the earth, humidity and clouds, and today we are going to talk about structure of ocean floor. As you people can see on the screen the picture of ocean floor, and by that you can understand that all these things are the things related with the ocean floor, and about all these things today we are going to learn. So, here very first and the most important thing which we are going to study or you know about this is that we know that the proportion of water and land is uneven on the earth, which means that there is no 50% water and 50% land on the earth. Around 71% of water which is there on the earth, or in the other words we can say that the 71% of the surface is covered by water, but there is land even below this water. But like water, it is not at the same level. So, here you can see we classify the various landforms on the earth on the basis of altitudes. जैसे हमें लैंड पे मिलता है कि कहीं पर ऊंचाई है, कहीं पर ऊंचाई नहीं है, जैसे पहाड़ है, उसी तरह से समुद्र के अंदर भी, ओशन के अंदर भी यही सब होता है. एंड टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट ऑल दीज थिंग्स which is also based on the altitudes. So, the very first thing in this is the relief of ocean floor. So, the land submerged below oceanic water is called the ocean floor. Again I am repeating, land submerged below oceanic water is called the ocean floor. Here now you can see water, oceanic water, and here the land which we call as ocean floor. Here again and again you can see that. Now, the next thing in this, the relief of ocean floor. The average depth of the ocean is around 3,700 meters. The ocean bed is also uneven like the land and the continents. The ocean floor relief consists of all submerged landforms, and the structure of the ocean floor differs from ocean to ocean. हर एक ocean में ये same नहीं है. We look at the sequence of landforms and the details of major landforms on the ocean floor. So, as we go away from the coast, the structure of the ocean floor changes. So, here on the screen you can see the relief of ocean floor is decided upon by the depth from the sea floor and the shape of the land there. Now, again the next thing, the relief of ocean floor in this land submerged below oceanic water is called ocean floor, and it is decided by the depth. You can see the average depth of oceans is around 3,700 meters. The ocean bed is also uneven like land on the continents. The structure of the ocean floor differs from ocean to ocean. Now next to the relief of ocean floor, there is continental shelf. The land near the coast and submerged under the sea is called continental shelf. The land near the sea and submerged under the sea is called continental shelf. Now here you can see coast and the land which is near the coast, this one, here you can see continental shelf. This is the shallowest part of the ocean bed and it is also called submerged coastland. Its slope is gentle. Now in this figure you can easily understand this one coast and this one continental shelf. Next thing, the continental shelf is very important from the point view of humans. Now why this is important from the point view of humans? Because extensive fishing grounds are found in the continental shelf. As this part is shallow, the sunlight reaches on its bed and because of that algae, plankton, etc. grow here, and because of all these things this is food for fish. अब फिश को अगर वहाँ पर फूड मिलेगा तो वहाँ पर फिश आएंगे और वहाँ पर फिश आएंगे तो ह्यूमंस को फिशिंग करना ईजी जाएगा. दैट इज वाई दिस वन इज important thing from the point view of humans. Next, natural gas, mineral oil and various minerals can be obtained by mining the continental shelf. For example, Mumbai High, here you can see pictures of Mumbai High located on the continental shelf of the Arabian Sea. It is a source from where we obtain mineral oil and natural gas. Now next, continental slope. After the extent of continental shelf is over, the slope of the seabed becomes steeper and this is called continental slope. Again I am repeating, here you can see continental shelf, then this one. Again and again I am repeating the same thing when you people are studying social studies, especially in geography. Try to understand the things with the help of figures so that it is always very easy to understand, very easy to keep in mind and very easy to revise before the exam. एग्ज़ाम को जाने के पहले हमारे पास जब थोड़ा सा टाइम होता है तो रिवाइज करते वक्त ये जो डायग्राम्स है उनको देख के हमें इजीली याद आ जाता है. एंड दिस लेसन इज ऑल अबाउट द फिगर्स ओनली. So after the extent of continental shelf is over, the slope of the seabed becomes steeper, this one, and this is called continental slope. The depth of the slope is from 200 meter to 3600 meters and in some places it is more than that. The continental slope is narrow. The lower boundary of continental slope is considered to be the boundary, the lower boundary, here you can see. So observe the figure. The lower boundary of continental slope is considered to be the boundary of continents. Next to continental slope, there is abyssal plains. Beyond the continental slope lie the abyssal plains, which are the flat part. These are the keywords which are very important to keep in mind, all these points. Flat part of the sea land. Now here you can see in the figure. The abyssal plains consist of various submerged landforms like hills, plateaus. Again here you can see. Next, mountain ranges and plateau. The hills and mountains found on the ocean bed are called submerged hills and mountains. These hills are hundreds of kilometers. Just think about it. These hills are hundreds of kilometers wide and thousands of kilometers long. Peaks of some of the submerged hills come above the sea level. मतलब ये hills hundreds of kilometers wide है और thousands of kilometers long है and which are under the sea water. So just imagine about this. They are visible to us marine islands, Iceland in the Atlantic Ocean, Andaman and Nicobar Islands in the Bay of Bengal are examples. The summits of some marine islands are flat and extensive. They are called oceanic or submarine plateaus. For instance, Chagos Plateau in the Indian Ocean. Now next to the mountain ranges and plateaus. Next point is marine reefs and marine trenches. Here, this one is continental shelf. Next to that, marine trench, and this one is abyssal plain. On the ocean bed, there are some landforms which are deep, not only deep, narrow and steep. They are called marine deeps or trenches. Generally, the shallower ones are called marine deeps, while deeper ones and extending for longer distance are called trenches. See this one. The mid-oceanic submerged hills and marine trenches are geologically the most active areas of the ocean bed in the world. There are many active volcanoes here. These areas are also earthquake prone areas. Earthquakes and volcanic eruptions occurring in the ocean bed give rise to tsunamis in the nearby coastal areas. In the image, as you can see. And now the next point, but before that, here you can see the Mariana Trench in the Pacific Ocean. This one, Pacific Ocean, Mariana Trench, is the deepest trench in the world. Its depth is around 11,034 meters. Here you can see the volcanic eruptions. And the next point, marine deposition. The marine beds are the deep parts of the world in respective regions, and hence various deposits are found in these parts, and these are the pebbles, clay, soil, etc. brought by rivers, glaciers, etc. from the continents. Here you can see pebbles. The deposition occurs mainly on the continental shelf. These are called marine deposits. Lava and ash erupting out of volcanic eruptions is also found here. Fine soil particles. So, the lava and ash erupting out, then fine soil particles, remains of marine plants and animals, remains of marine plants and animals are mixed in these deposits, and this mixture is made up of fine particles and lies in the form of fine clay. This is around 30% of the deposits, and these are called marine oozes. Marine oozes. To understand the form of the marine life in the ocean and the availability of minerals on the ocean bed, these deposits are very important. By studying these things, one can understand about all these things. Sedimentary rocks are formed due to the depositing of layers or layers of the sediments and the pressure of seawater. And the last one, besides some human induced material is also found here. This includes sewage, solid waste, radioactive material, waste chemicals, plastic, etc. In short, we can call it as water pollution or marine pollution. These waste prove hazardous to the hydrosphere. इनकी वजह से बहुत सारे प्रॉब्लम्स क्रिएट होते हैं. अगर आप कुछ दिनों पहले की न्यूज़ देखेंगे तो उसमें भी आपको बहुत सारी चीज़ें पता चल जाएंगी इसके बारे में. How it affects the water life. These materials are extremely harmful to the marine life and its environment, जिसकी वजह से पोल्यूशन बढ़ जाता है और जो प्लांट्स है, जो एनिमल्स है, उन पर इसका बुरी तरह से असर होता है. Though the polluting components are less, वो संख्या में कम हो सकते हैं, but the nuisance value is more, and so that it is very important to take care of all these things and to stop pollution on the beaches. जब भी हम घूमने जाते हैं तो वहाँ पर कुछ फेंकना, जो चीज़ें हम साथ में लेके गए वो वहीं पर छोड़ना, या फिर बहुत सारे रिलीजियस थिंग्स हमारी कंट्री में है जिनकी वजह से हम सारा कूड़ा कचरा हमें वहीं फेंकना होता है, बट विच इज़ नॉट गुड फॉर द हेल्थ ऑफ ओशन और सी, एंड also for the, or it may be dangerous for the aquatic animals.
Please subscribe the channel and press bell icon to get notifications.
So my dear ones, this is all for today. Thank you very much. Stay home, stay safe, take care.